Hello, everyone. I am Deji, and I am an artist. I have been living nomadically for the past couple of years, and I had an incredible, unprecedented opportunity to go through 70 countries and over 134 cities. After recently running out of funds, I've had to figure out a way to sustain myself. And as a result, I've been recently unhoused. As you can see, it has not affected my ability and willingness to show up and to communicate with the world and to set myself free. I live by the ethos of the one and only law, which is love always wins. And I also live by the notion that the truth will set us free. So, as such, I think that this is an unprecedented moment to show up in a completely new way through all of the turbulence that continues to affect us globally, locally, domestically, everywhere. I think there's so much chaos, but that will not defy the willingness I have to be not only alive, but also free. So I'm here at Honolulu Zoo in Hawaii, and I have my tripod on top of my carry-on luggage, which is so fucking crazy because I just have a willingness to like share my story and everything it took for me to get to this moment and just all of the incredible experiences and people who helped connect me to bigger purpose and to bigger dreams and to give me the confidence I have to say that I believe I deserve everything that I desire. But I also am eager to offer products and services that enrich the way people live their lives. I have a willingness, a deep, deep willingness to serve people and to enrich people. And I think that there's a multitude of ways that we can do that. We saw that during COVID that like we are not limited by the ways in which we labor or the ways in which people want us to labor. Like we can offer value in so many more incredible ways. And I think that as you see this space develop and you see my artistry and you see the way I've moved my African body through space and time and captured the most incredible places with my drone and with LiDAR on iPhone. You will be astounded when you're able to connect the stories behind every capture, when you really see how dedicated I am to the work of my vision and the purpose behind that. So I feel like I need to connect. Oh my gosh, I just got dirt on my shoes. No. Okay. I need to plug in my phone to charge everything. I have my stuff to the left of me. I was a little bit too comfortable with like leaving my stuff around because in Tokyo you can like set your stuff and literally walk away from it and it's completely safe. And although Hawaii is giving me like Okinawa energy, it's not giving me Okinawa culture, which means that I can't just like leave my stuff and walk away. Otherwise, I would literally be probably somewhere at the beach and just like leave my stuff here and not have to carry around. But I think that during COVID and just like walking in with one life and literally leaving COVID with a completely different life, I was like, oh my gosh, this was not the life I anticipated leaving. I thought I was going to be in my job, the job that I was working in, literally for the rest of my life. Like you couldn't tell me otherwise. I was like, okay, I got employment at the dream company I wanted to work for since I was in the third grade. Okay, mission accomplished. And now I'm going to work my way through. And to be completely honest, I got to the top and I looked around and I was like, mm, huh, is this it? I expected so much more. Like, I totally expected so much more. And I met the CEO of this really big company in San Francisco during Pride Week, which was supposed to be kind of this moment where we celebrate kind of like this company, really large company being led by a queer man who faces similar acceptance barriers. And this direct line of leadership who also face the same acceptance barriers. And this was an iconic moment in time where I was like, wow, like look at how the world has changed. But you would expect the same demographic of people to remove the barriers that challenge the way we get to show up as people on a daily basis. And instead, what it looked like to me is that they were adding more. And I was just like, um, is this how it's supposed to work? Oh my gosh. I was sweating earlier. Okay, so a couple things I learned, right? I left my Lululemon out in the sun and I think it's like sun damaged, as you can see. And I'm wearing my APLs, which I love. My previous one I had for almost 5 years, and it through snow, water, like everything. The best pair of shoes, like for everyday running, walking, climbing. These APLs took me some time to get used to them, like almost like a full year to break them in because the sole is like super thick, and I felt like I was a deer walking for the first time, like always like tripping on the sole, like the sole was catching on. It was just like so gummy. But today I'm like, okay, it has some support. So I really just want to let y'all know how I feel and like my stuff is literally over there. Maybe I'll figure out a way to turn my luggage, but my stuff is over there. Or maybe like take pictures and you guys can see like the chickens and like whatever other type of bird that is. And there's like people here chilling. These trees are really old. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see. Oh, so if I step back, okay. Oh, whoa, that's cool. So you can kind of see the trees around and how incredible they are. And one thing that you have to kind of have pride in is like being unapologetic about living your truth. Like I'm recording and people are just like, "What are you doing?" When I was recording in Tokyo Haneda Airport, it was really incredible because people would like gather around me and like take pictures, and I'm just like, "You guys, I'm just living my truth." At one point, even the security guard came up to me and he was like, "Can I ask you what your intention is for recording?" I'm like, "I'm just recording my life." Like, and it's like when you're doing things that are not harming anybody, when you're just like in your purpose and channeling your truth and your vision, it's like so scary for people. Like, who do you think you are to have the audacity to live in the full scope of your humanity? Obviously, like not everybody's like giving this exact energy, but some people are. Like all the chickens were gathering around over there. It's so cool. Um, so it's like really incredible. And I all of a sudden got a burst of energy. I don't know why. I was sitting down on the bench over there and I was like practicing recording this video a couple times and I just couldn't get it right. And when I just like put myself in a situation where I could just like be myself and like my tripod is on this luggage I've had for 10 years. My coworker gave it to me who taught me really how to travel as an independent adult and he and his wife forever changed the way I was able to like go into the world. I feel like they like taught me how to travel and threw me into the world and like it forever changed me. So um yeah, I just want to talk to you guys, like, and share my experiences with you. And I'm definitely going to add my GoFundMe because I think that you must never be ashamed to ask for support. And my twin brother taught me that. There were moments in my life where there were like gaps in my modes of transportation and getting to work, and my BMW had stopped working and they wanted $10,000 for the timing belt, or even before that when I was driving a Nissan Armada Pathfinder LE, and my mom got mad at me one day. She's like, took the car keys away, and I was just like, "It's your car, take it." Um, and I jumped on a train, jumped on a subway, jumped on a Lime bike, a scooter, and walked, all to get to work on time. You know, like all the circumstances of what it took for me um, to get to work, and I totally like lost the point of why I'm even talking about this. To be completely honest, um, just like I guess what I'm willing to do to be free. Someone's smoking. that good stuff. Ooh. I'm like, can I have a pop? Because the chickens are loving it. I would like one, but it's okay. Um, yeah, I'm here in this moment, and I need support, right? Oh, that's what it was. Like, I was ashamed that I would like, because in LA, catching the bus is such a crime. Like, you take the bus? I remember even this manager I was working with trying to intentionally shame me in front of the employees. Like, yeah, like guys, he was like taking the bus, and it's like people are like so like, ew. There's a subway system in LA. No, I don't have a pen. I don't have anything to write. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. What are you trying to do?
Write down the paper.
Oh, okay. I wish I had paper. I don't have pen or
It's okay,
paper
it's
for
okay,
you.
you're good.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
Are you on live?
Huh?
Are you on live?
Am I alive?
Yeah.
No. I'm recording a story about my life. Yeah. Maybe in the future though. Yeah, why not? We all have stories to share, right? So, yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, of course, no problem. I wish I had a pen and paper or a Sharpie. I literally don't have anything to write, you know? Okay, maybe I wasn't being entirely honest. I was really concerned that my stuff wasn't gonna take it because it's America. You just never know, and I'm too nice and I'm too naive. I was just like, are you gonna go through my stuff? So, okay, I need to clean this. I know I just said the truth always wins, but like, or the truth will set you free, but like, it's like not in every context. Like, for example, so let's say you went to the doctor's office, right? This is super slight tangent, and your doctor's asking you, like, do you smoke? Do you drink? And you're like, no, never. In LA, this is what I mean about like, sometimes we come from cultures that don't value the truth, and the way it damages you long term is something that so many people are unprepared for. I can't stand that this camera is okay, I need to go back to the spot that I was in to record because I'm totally not liking where was I? I think this is where it was. And then I'm gonna put this back through here. And he's asking me if I was on live, which was really cool. I'm like, no, I'm not on live, but what did I do? How did I put this through here? Okay. And then we need to tilt. Okay. I don't think this is how I did it. I can't even remember how I put this. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And maybe we can zoom out. Oh, I think I also tilted the camera up a little bit. Okay. I think this is what I did. Oh, I totally want to record videos with the chickens. I think that would be so freaking cool to record with the chickens, but this is also a really good spot as well. And I've been recording for 14 minutes, and I just am really happy all of a sudden to be alive. I'm really happy to be here. So, what I was saying about my GoFundMe, my approach is different, right? Because I think people will come and say, "Oh, you're just begging for money," and da 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 da. Nah, look at my work and let my work speak for itself, and see how much I've invested into my craft and my vision to the point that where I'm literally unhoused, right? Because I believe so much in the value of what I want to go capture around the world to show y'all the emerging world of the global south and all of these incredible places that we all have an opportunity to live. And like we've all created narratives that certain things are unreachable. Like you can get from LA to London for less than an Uber that what you would pay on the weekend. You can also get from London to Bangkok for less than what you would pay on an Uber on the weekend. Like the world is waiting for you to see it, and I'm here to deliver that to y'all. I'm here to show y'all the emerging world of realities that you might see yourself in. So in order to be able to sustain myself through this now, I need support. And that's why I'm going to ask, can you help me get free? And it's not that I grew up thinking that everything I was asking for was just like impossible. Like everything I was asking for was too much. Like any support I needed in the workplace was too much. I need a sick day. Oh, it's too much. You know, I need, some support for my tuition. Oh, that's too much. Oh, I like everything was just always too much. And I needed to create a persona that what I was asking for was enough. And I realized that ooh, this is a weird angle. I don't know if I like that because if I step, oh, yeah, no. Okay, let's tilt this down. I also need to watch myself again. I told you guys this is not Tokyo. Okay. So what I realized was that I wanted to depend on myself to give myself what I needed when I needed that. And I'm not shaming my parents. I'm a twin. We also come from London, Lagos, and LA. This is the Empire of England, the largest colony, which is Nigeria in Africa, which hosts literally the largest population of Africans in Africa and the largest city in Africa, Lagos, and the global theater of the world, which is LA, right? So this is London, Lagos, and LA. And I so happen to be a twin. Nigeria has the highest populations of twins in the entire world. Like, there's so many cool things about what I come from, the cultures I come from, and my heritage, and the circumstance, and the relationship, and the evolution, and the transformation. Like, I am a product of this chaos, and I am the embodiment of this work. And I don't think that I have seen this work articulated on media yet. I'm seeing a little bit with people like Godfrey and is it Uzo Adeba and Cynthia Erivo and all of these Nigerian, British, American um, Nigerians who are talking about their experiences and what it was like to really assimilate to these cultures, but also to be able to like work through these systems and industries and reach levels and all the things they had to grow up with as a kid. I think our time is now. And, you know, what I come from, I'm telling you, we're gonna be looking at like, what? How do you come from all this? And this is where you are because I have the audacity to be free. As a kid, my parents could beat me, right? With all of our religious context, my grandparents being Muslim, my parents being Christian, and the indoctrination of assimilating into the American context and being an immigrant in the American space, and then having to learn about Black American history. And I was like, I have never heard about this history before in my entire life. Who am I now? I'm African American. What does that mean? Like, oh, my family was enslaved. When? When? So it was a lot, but I worked through it, and I persevered, and I persevered, and I persevered, and I reached the top of this tech company to glimpse around and say, hmm, how do y'all really support people? Hmm. I have so many things to say, but I think this is the start of this journey of telling the truth and letting the truth set me free and bringing myself to a reality or creating a space where love always wins. And this person is like staring at me. Whatever. I just have to pretend like I'm here on my own in this world, and I'm here with y'all and sharing with y'all this energy. I met an incredible person yesterday, today, and his name is Cepho. And he truly changed my life with the humanity that he shared with me. And before him, Luis, and before him, John, and before him, Mark. Problematic, but Mark, and all the people who were responsible in helping me get free with the opportunities and the spaces they shared with me in their homes to bring me along the way on my journey. And it's an unforgettable experience. I will never take for granted the people who invested their time and energy into me so I could get free. What I will discuss with you guys over time is the dynamics that we exchange and the exchange rate that immigrants share with the better world and the first world and everything we sacrifice and deficit, and just being a millennial African to be able to like step back and be like, can we talk about this exchange? Because I'm trying to understand how much more we have to deficit ourselves to get crumbs, right? And my birthday being around the corner, and now being able to see the world at a different level, being hurt in the deepest ways possible, which has only taught me the value of why my work is important and why my vision has to be shared with the world. It will allow people to understand when you have a willingness to be free and when you have a willingness to be alive, you will do whatever it takes. When you have the audacity of a Nigerian, you will jump off cliffs to get to your next destination. No lie. Okay? Because everything it took for me to even get to America and to be born in England, and for my parents to be born in England, for my grandparents to be educated on both sides, y'all don't know that they weren't playing games. Okay? So, whatever sense this makes to you guys, whether I'm channeling or not, whether this is going to bring me, no, not even what it will. I am great. You are great. We are great. My late friend Adrian McCoy said that some of us have to go build and create our own reality, and not everyone can come. And when I begin to go through our voice memos to share with you guys the gifts of this brilliant person I had an opportunity to share space with on this planet, who left us too soon because we all failed her, right? The company that we were working for failed her. Our leadership team failed her. I think it's going to unlock a value that will forever change the way we look at people. We have to be willing to see what people go through to arrive in spaces to understand the value that they provide. Because when people go through so much chaos to arrive in spaces and still show up to do their best work, this is what we call culture. And some people just don't understand that, like, culture at its core, it's the performance of suffering in a way that allows us to persevere. For some people, culture is choreography. For other people, it's like spirit. It's like channeling. It's like you play a song for Africans and Black people all over the world. We can all catch the beats. I mean, some people will say that I may not be able to catch the beat as well, but I got some beat. I got some, beat in me, and so do the chickens that are here. So I've reached 24 minutes. I have no clue what I've said. All I know is that love always wins, and my heart is open to receiving the abundance I need to share my vision with you guys and share the emerging world of African mobility and share the emerging world of what it means to be human in a shared global reality, a shared unified reality, so we can move together and elevate as one, as a collective. And I believe that that is my purpose. If it wasn't my purpose, I would not have had this like possession to be so led and so pulled and so magnetized to be free. You know what's really crazy? there is a term that was defined, I think, in 1851 towards Africans who embodied the desire to be free. Drapetomania. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but when I look at the definition of this word, I was like, ooh, I am definitely possessed by a desire to be free. Hmm. How do I reclaim these words or this word? And who are people I feel embody this mental disorder? And oh, I have so much to say about that. But I think I'm going off track. And I think I'm just going to go back to where I'm sitting and upload this video and ask ChatGPT to give me a title. Um, Maybe the title is called Can You Help Me Get Free? Or originally, I wanted the title to be called I Failed to the American Immigration Experience and Here's Why. But I think maybe that will be my next video. I'll just let it come to me. Yeah, let me just make sure that this is still recording because, Apple technology these days, you can never. Oh, I thought it was much closer. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna spin for you guys because, like, being carefree makes me really happy. And whoever sees this video, I don't care what y'all think about me. I do not care what. When I say y'all, it's the group of people who are waiting to see you fail. There's a group of people. And I want to let y'all know it's not happening. I may have failed the American experience. I may have failed my Apple career experience. What I have not failed is my willingness to be alive and free. Because this is everything my generation of leadership, my family, my legacy, my ancestors, this is all of the work they did because never would they have imagined that all of their work would be embodied in the journey of somebody like me to go roam around the world like that AOL man on the AOL dial-up. That's totally me. Like when I was a kid, woo! To sit and see this orange man just like fly around the world was so incredible. My grandparents would never have imagined that the embodiment of their work would have resulted in me touching the world in the way that I have, in the way that I will, and the way that my family has. Like, it's insane. It's insane. And then I'm here, I'm alive, like, I'm living and breathing, and my birthday's around the corner. And, like, sometimes you just gotta wake up and, like, know what your purpose is. And I would like to say my purpose came delayed, but, like, in all the best ways. Because for some people, it's like, at the beginning they know their purpose at a really really young age. They know their purpose. I think I needed to go acquire like knowledge and vision and experiences and emotions and understanding and language and AI, new technologies to be able to say like I know what my vision is. I know what my purpose is. I know why I'm here on this planet. I know what my gift is to this world. I come from a kingdom of hearts. I come from a legacy where love always wins. And I believe the heart of the world needs to be reopened for all of us to remember who we were, remember who we are, root ourselves because our ancestors are rooting for us as we root ourselves, and to emerge into this new reality that is completely going to change the way we connect with people on this planet. And I am so grateful to be a part of and to create something that will help bring us closer to that reality. I know in my soul that everything I've done already has shifted the way people see the world. That's just who I am. Anybody who encounters me leaves with a completely different perspective. I'm like, whoa, I did not know someone could be so extreme. Someone could be such a princess. Someone could be so full of energy and go through so much damage and hurt and still show up with all this loving kindness. That's who I will be forever. So now we are at almost 30 minutes. I'm going to post that for y'all. I don't know what the consistency is going to be around when I post, but what I will say is that I need your help. And I'm not afraid to ask for it for the first time. And I will be posting some information on how that will be possible and what my goal is, what I want to do. I've already applied for some grants through applications that I use that I have good relationships with, like Polycam. And I don't know if I mentioned this already. Um, the Eugene Smith Creator Fund. There's another big grant I'll be applying for pretty soon. I don't want to say it too soon because I want to do it first and then say that I applied and then go from there. So, with that said, just remember I'm Deji. This is the channel of Go Get Free. It is inspired by the Major Lazer song called Get Free, which is one of the first songs I listened to on my AirPods Max that was shipped to me from LA to Warsaw, Poland when I was living there for a little bit, one of the most incredible cities in Europe. And I cannot wait to create this space with y'all. And ooh, if y'all see all the YouTube comments I've left over time on this channel, you guys are going to be like astonished. But here's the thing, I will be fully accountable for anything I've written on this channel. It just is what it is. Like, it came from a space of just like telling the truth and being frustrated and being annoyed. And listen, you reap what you sow, and you just have to be able to account for anything that you said. And I'm willing to. I said what I said. I said what I said. In the pursuit to go get free, I said what I said. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below. I look forward to creating a new space with y'all and helping each other get free. Can you help me get free?